G'day of you as well. Got a fridge to repair here, a Coke fridge. This is a condensing unit of it. It's a nice mid to late 90s Australian made Orford before it became all Chinese junk that they are now. It's a Thai made Kirby compressor in there. This has been replaced at some point, but they've used stuff like pickles and tomatoes that aren't sealed. And that's pretty much like putting caustic or corrosives in your fridge and letting them run all over the coil, eat the metal away. That's literally what it's done. It's blocked up the condensation drain and it's made it worse. There's the most likely suspect leak spots, but no leaks. It did stop getting cold and had it re-gassed since this job was last done years and years ago. Had about 100 psi of 134A in it, but it wasn't enough. Couldn't see any bubbles in my bubble leak tester, so I just recovered it all, pumped it down hard and converted it for propane butane, which is what the new fridges run nowadays anyway. They're all either R290 or R600A. The more decent of the Chinese ones use R290, which is your barbecue propane gas. And this is why if you use anything acidic foods like onions and anything like that, as I said before, make sure it's in sealed containers, because the moisture comes off as it freezes and gets cold and destroys it. Look at that. Look at the damage. Look at the bloody damage. Man, that's just bloody rotted it out, but that's actually holding gas, so I've got to get 2 new blades for these motors, and this can go back in the sewer. So I'm going to take all these apart, just clean this up with zinc coat, spray it. Yeah, just a bit of maintenance on it. So they use it for their food fridge. Anyway, it's back when we used to we had a refrigeration industry. Now we don't. Anyway, another thing I picked up. Yeah, that's getting pretty hot too, isn't it? My boiler's working, as you can see. I picked this up in the back of the restaurant. It's an Australian made eswood. There's an Italian made now. It's probably about 20 years old, this one. Yeah, Australian made. Pretty basic dishwasher slash glass washer, this model. There's a there's an Italian made in this brand. There's also a Chinese spin-off called eswood with an A, not an E. And they're just government ones. They're just, once they break, you throw them in the bin. Or I call them Timu dishwashers. If you want to start up a restaurant, if you've got a Timu budget, you buy those models. Once they start having problems, just throw them out. This is a pretty basic machine, all mechanical, but something's not starting the want to start to wash. Pump isn't getting start signal, so to speak. Seems to be that's all that's wrong with it. The not the door. Whoever yeah, just decided don't want to spend more money on it, and they upgraded to a Hobart dishwasher. Gets to the right temperature, cycle, but it does not run the wash pump. Do some fault finding on that. It's a model UC25 25687 serial number, 240 watt 50 Hz, 0.35 kilowatt pump, 1 phase, 2.9 kilowatt heating, 15 amps. Ah, there we go. I switched it too far. Confusing as buggery. I don't switch past that. That's a dead spot. This is just a universal off-the-shelf switch that's used for motor control and things like that. You buy at the electrical wholesalers. Oh, okay, cycle's right there. I went past it. You turn this, starts the timer. Click that in. That light led me astray. That would open this door because the switch does work, but it might forget that the door's open. Oh, it does work. I've got a bleach tablet in there. Oh, sweet, it works. This is a Venturi feed rinse pump, but the detergent you're going to put it in manually. Powder detergent or liquid detergent. It's a manual drain to take the upstand pipe out and the drains out the P-trap. This is a good little a donkey dishwasher, I call it. It's a very good loaner, or just a lackey machine. No electronics to go wrong. Basic, I just need to wash parts in it. It's a good basic machine. There's the Australian made badge for having it. I ain't seen that Australian made logo before. The kangaroo boxing kangaroo with a boat in the background. The boomerang, Australian made. I think there's a, I've worked out a similar machine, a newer one, because the buttons up here. It's put together in the factory in New South Wales by a Vietnamese guy. Yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. I know Norris are kind of the same too. They're the same, although they keep it simple stupid. They follow that principle, as these guys did back in the day. Kept it simple, just reliable, long reliable service. Most of the parts are off-the-shelf parts too, but nothing special at the Hobart dishwasher. You've got to go through them. Spend a lot of money on wash arms that break all the time. But it all seems to work. Looks like they just wanted to upgrade it, so nothing really wrong with this. So try to get rid of it so they can upgrade. I don't blame them, but for a home, a lucky machine to use around the home is good for that. That's what I'm going to use it for. To be a good home machine. Washing parts and stuff in. Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, viewers, well, this thing's from 1995. Just a follow-up add-on to this last video. The fans have been replaced, everything else is 100% original. 1995, as I said, R134A, which is now propane butane now charged. Tecumseh made in Thailand, first month of 1995. I love the wood grain patina. I clean this compressor right up. Look at that patina, I love it. Wood grain, how cool is that? Good compressors these. Taking all the rusty bits out. The coil is pretty bad. There's not much at the bottom of it. It's like an aluminium coat can in the bottom. The pipe work's all exposed with barely any fins attached, but the copper itself is very in very good condition. I couldn't see any corrosion or bubbles in my soap bubble leak detector spray, or my leak detector didn't pick anything up. So I've already the drain, clean all the crap out of it. Anyway, just taking all the brackets out and the rusty bits, clean up the rusty bits, and whacked it all a couple of coats of galvanising spray, zinc galvanising spray on it. Must be good to go now. Thanks for watching. Battery's about to go flat.